All right, congrats on finishing the first week. Wasn't too difficult, eh? So what I thought might help you getting your own project started was to include assignments every week. Of course, these are not mandatory, but I thought it might be fun getting started with a new project and actually using the techniques that I teach in the classes. That way, you definitely will face problems of your own and therefore really work on your problem-solving skill, which in my opinion is the most valuable and important asset of an effects artist and especially TD. Therefore, my recommendation is to not copy the project step by step, but instead come up with your own idea, even if this is just using a different cut or edit or rendering in a different environment. So go ahead, grab a pen and paper to write down your checklist for this week's assignment. So first, find your reference for the effects itself, or of course you can also use what I have, just skip to the video with the reference and take a look there. Then find the reference for the mood of the scene, the environment. So first was just for the effects itself, so that was just stuff for water. And the second is for the actual moods where you want to place it. And more on that in the actual reference section where I go a bit more detail into that. Then next, get a model spaceship to use or download the same that I have. Just make sure that it's approximately the same size if you hook it up to the same animation, just so there's not a mismatch, and just use common sense and adjust the transforms so it does look kind of okay when it goes through the water surface, so it doesn't look too strange, like shooting up way too high or not breaching through the surface. Then go ahead and cache all animations and prepare everything. Set up your scene and also get your cache system up and running. So in that case, that would be your file cacher. We also have a class for that where we created our own and make sure everything is ready to get started in the next week. Also load in the cameras and create your own preview, your edit. I think I missed this part in the section itself, but it's fairly straightforward. Just load in an Alembic archive and then point to the cameras folder to the Alembics and then just click on build, and then you should have your cameras in the scene. I think in a later section I will be adding the cameras in there. But if you're unsure, just do a quick search and you should probably get some information. It's nothing too complicated. And then go ahead, pick some cameras, some shots, do a flipbook, and then create a preview and your own edit so that you have something that you can always go back and reference. Now, if you are really serious about this, go ahead and do all these steps, especially the reference and edit camera part. This is the most crucial step before starting with the sim. Once done, get yourself ready for the second week, which is jam-packed with information and only dealing with flip, starting with the concept of flip, simulations, and ending with the meshing. All right, thanks for joining this week's classes to improve on your effects skills. I wish you a lot of fun on your Breach project. See you next week.